What's up, all you beautiful people? Welcome to another video. I want to share with you in this episode a simple idea that Naval talks about, that if you really internalize this, if you really unpack it and apply it to your business, it will unlock instant growth. It's this: the only reason you sell is because you don't know how to market. And the only reason that you market is because you don't know how to build a product. I want you to listen to this episode, really hear it, and then let me know down in the comments what you took away, what you can apply to your own business. So let's get to it. Naval says the reason you sell is because you don't know how to market. And the reason you have to market is because you don't know how to build a product.
Yeah.
So like think this through. The reason that you have to sell is because you don't know how to market. If you were really good at marketing, the product would sell itself, right?
Yeah.
But you don't know how to market. You're not very good at it. And so you have a product and you're marketing it, making people aware of it, but it's not enough to get them to buy on their own. So you need to have a sales process. You saw this thing that I'm offering. Now I need to get on a sales call and convince you.
Yeah.
That would be unnecessary if you knew how to market really well. Apple doesn't do sales calls, right? So like you could make a product so good, you can make the marketing so good that the sales process becomes unnecessary. So you only sell because you don't know how to market, okay? Now, the only reason that you market is because you don't know how to build a product. Because if you knew how to build a product, ultimately the marketing and the sales are superfluous, right? Like if you just had the best fucking product in the world, everybody would sell it for you. They would tell their friends, right? You'd spread through word of mouth. You wouldn't need to market. But the reason that we have a sales process is because we don't know how to market, and we market because we don't know how to make a product.
Yeah.
So you go all the way back to it. It's like, what's it mean to make a good product? Well, in Jordan or Enzo's examples, where they're a race car driver or a sports athlete, it's just win.
Yeah.
That's the best product.
Yeah.
There's nothing that compares to just winning in those domains. If it's Apple, it's like make the best, most innovative, amazing product. If it's Tesla, make the best fucking car in the world, right?
Yeah.
So like, make the best product, and then the marketing and the sales become superfluous. And so like that's what gets lost quite often.
Yeah.
Is because the reason. And I was thinking about this because a guy, he slid into my DMs the other day, and he's trying to sell me on this lead management system that a software that he had created for LinkedIn. And he's like, so how are you currently tracking your leads and all this and that stuff, right? Like, and I like to engage with these guys, just kind of see what the process is, like crack the hood and like funnel hack them a little bit. And I was like, yeah, like walk me through it. And so he sent me the video and all this stuff, and I'm like, man, that is such a complicated system. It's so many moving parts, because for every lead that comes into his system, he needs to have a way of like tracking them minutely to know where they came from, what they clicked on, why they clicked into it, when they last talked to him, like who said what, when was the last time they reached out, all that stuff, because he doesn't have a good product fundamentally, and he doesn't have good marketing. And so he has to compensate with it with a really good sales follow-up process. And this is usually what happens when you have really cold traffic. Like if you're running ads on Facebook to cold traffic, then yeah, every one of those leads that comes in, you need to track them and follow up with them until the nth degree, because you're spending money to get that potential lead in, and you want to maximize that ROI. So you need to have a really refined follow-up process, right? And I'm sitting here, I'm like, dude, I don't follow up with any of my leads at all. And he's like, what? Why? I was like, because I don't need to. Because I have really good product and really good marketing, like because I don't run ads, because I don't need to, because they come to me. And it's like, I don't understand that. Like, I know you don't. That's why I know you don't understand it. That's why you're focused here at the top of the funnel, like on the sales process, because you don't know how to market and you don't know how to build the product yet.
Yeah.
Once you do, then this won't be as necessary. And now that's not to say that you never have that, right? Like as you scale, but there's like levels to the game where it's like, okay, if you're doing $1 to $5 million a year, do you really need to have like all your eggs in the sales basket? That's what a lot of people do, because you can scale quickly that way.
Yeah.
But like if you can't figure out these other two things, you're going to hit that wall. You're not going to go beyond it.
Yeah.
Right? Whereas if you can figure out the product, you can figure out the marketing, that side of things, like you can scale that to 10 million. And then only like once you get, beyond like low 8 figures, then you start looking, okay, how do we supplement paid advertising and like these other systems? But like, it's a little bit of like a philosophical difference, but it all comes back to what you're talking about. It was like for Jordan, for Ferrari, just win.
Yeah.
Like, what is the product? Focus more time and energy there, and then you don't have to do this other shit.